There he'd be, 13 or 14 years old, chucking balls at anyone, just to be around the nets, just to have anything to do with cricket.
He had it in his eyes then. He wanted to become a cricketer, and every opportunity he'd get, he'd take the ball in his hand and try and bowl to somebody, or he'd try and get in there and have a bat. Never scared to get in and do something.
And the teenage Ricky Ponting's work paid off 2 summers ago. The youngest player to score a ton in each innings. The youngest Tasmanian to score a century at 18.
Well, he first came here as a 16-year-old and he was an outstanding talent then. Then he came back for a couple of years and nothing changed my mind. He's the best young batsman I've had through here. He's, I think, outstanding.
The way he plays, you might expect a brash character, but Ponting is low-key and unassuming, as if constantly reminding himself he has a long way to go.
I do read a lot what's written in the papers and, enjoy reading it, but that's as far as it goes with me, and, that's as far as I can afford to go. Basically, you can't be going out to bat with all newspaper articles on your mind and stuff like that.
He's grown up with a lot of working class people who, don't accept that sort of brashness. They soon knock you on the head if you start getting out of line. And we come from a club where, you learnt your trade and you sat in the corner until you were spoken to. And I think that's where he's learnt that from. And, he's accepted that, and his flair's on the field, off the field, he's just a normal person. I think that's why everybody likes him.
And Ricky's never more at home with his Launceston community as when he's at his beloved greyhound races.
Local number 5, 20 and 20, please.
So do you talk the ears off your teammates about your dogs?
Sometimes, yeah, especially if my dog's going all right and if it wins a race here and there, yeah, I always like to tell them that it's won and I collected a bit of money off it.
Racing now, Foxen began as well as anything and is going to lead them tonight. Captain Kelly went
So this is where the ACB match payments are going, are they?
No, actually I'm investing that wisely. This is the money I make from the TAB. I'm actually investing back into there, that's all.
That's probably just as well. His nickname is Punter, but when we saw him, his form wasn't too good.
Hopeless, wasn't it? Legless.
Ponting's used to long odds in cricket. Despite making the Windies tour squad and the young Australia team in England, an artillery of gun batsmen has been competing with him for a regular Australian spot.
There's a bit of a queue forming there, and there's a terrific Australian team, representing the country at the moment, and there just aren't any spaces, but should one come along, then he's the man.
He has a good teacher in fellow Launcestonian David Boone, but his mentors worry if he can develop enough patience.
I mean, yeah, gee, he needs to play for Australia. He's that good, I reckon, but where do you fit him in?
Yeah, I suppose it does become a little bit frustrating. I mean, it makes it very competitive, and if a guy in, say, Queensland or Victoria has made runs, that you've got to do the same thing.
And if one thing is certain in Ponting's gambling lifestyle, it's his allegiance to the team.
I don't want to remember the day you get off the plane and was there, in about 10 minutes and out to the middle, and marched out the middle and, cracked 100. That's a good shot, first thing is. Doesn't let you down.
Great shot, that's 4.